when John McCain comes to the Valley, or when any candidate comes to the Valley, it's an affirmation of the fact that we count. Our votes count, that the Valley has for a long time been recognized as the sort of tipping place for the state, that you can count on Los Angeles and the Bay Area to vote on the D side. You can count on the mountains in San Diego to vote on the R side, but you can't count on the Valley. And so the Valley allows people to really have a huge say in the future of an election. We're the swing vote. So when McCain comes here, it's partly because it's a fundraising opportunity, but it's partly because he is going to make sure that he is counted by people in the Valley as somebody who knows who we are. He made the point today, which I thought was very relevant, that he's the only candidate from the western United States. So he understands the issues of water and open space and land and immigration and so on. And he said you can't count California out. He won't write California off as Republicans have in the past, and that was a very important message. I think the thing that I think was important about it, and there were many people there who were not committed, they were there to see him and meet him and really to be grateful for his paying attention to the Valley. But people were looking. I saw a couple people write checks after he spoke, which meant that he was pretty convincing. But the thing that I find interesting about John McCain, Senator McCain, is the fact that he doesn't pander. You know, and even though there are things that he says that many people don't like, many things that I don't like, I've complained for a long time about politicians that pander, and he is straight talk. And so he doesn't always tell you what you want to hear, but I think he has great integrity, and you can believe what he says. And if we could all make our decisions on candidates with that kind of forthright honesty, we would be well served. Well, I think Giuliani represents the same thing that McCain does. If we become a stopping point on everybody's campaign in California, it means that we have become noticed on the nation's agenda and that we are important. I think that as candidates move through California, obviously they make fundraising stops, they make they make stops to get votes. And I think it was not since the late 80s, early 90s when Bush and Dukakis came to Modesto and campaigned in Graceada Park and so on, that we've seen this much attention. So I think it's a good sign that people are recognizing and wanting to stop here.